as we find ourselves in a very familiar but very new setting, let us slit our wrists and bind our tits for a special holiday episode of EMO NITE at the Y. Thank you for joining me, uh, our very own Anna Anderson, and uh, I believe you went by three different pseudonyms. Nimsworth.
I am rap for this.
Of course, of course. But where we find ourselves is Asbury Park, New Jersey. The year is 2001. It is not Tuesday, as a matter of fact. It is Friday. Friday the 13th. July, Friday the 13th, 2001. Now, most most calendars would probably say July 13th in the year 2000 was not a Friday. And they would be correct. Because technically, in the year of our Lord 2000, July 13th was a Tuesday. But not in Dark City, Asbury Park 2001. We find ourselves in a quaint little bookshop known as Paranormal Books and Curiosities. Going around into the store, we see rows and rows of books on shelves, some of them chained up to prevent anyone from unknowingly reading a very magical, powerful tome that could probably paralyze them in one reading, or unfortunately, probably melt their face off. And nobody wants that. But that is an oddity, or a curiosity, that a lot of Muns do have. But forbidden reading and forbidden knowledge aside, we find ourselves amongst a very special group. This group seems to be a fan of very spicy chemical romances, and their novel adventures often delve into those of fantasy, not sort of the grandiose mythological high fantasy, but the much more human and grounded uh, personal fantasy. As we find ourselves in the midst of a book club, the person leading the club is one known as Trudy. Uh, Trudy, would you like to introduce your character for us?
So they're all like in this antique book club, and you see this short older woman with like big round glasses and like a short haircut. She's reaching for the ladder, as while there is the forbidden books of this bookstore, she is looking for the other kind of forbidden books. And she's pulling them out one by one and being like, what do you think of this one? Maybe we could read this next time?
Pointing the book towards another figure, this individual known as Raps. Raps, would you like to describe your character?
Hmm. With bandages, ancient and brown, with a little bit of sand coming out from his sleeves. But of course, he's wearing sunglasses indoors with a fancy suit. Gives a quick nod to Trudy. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course. What are we doing again? Reading? Yes, reading.
We were picking out our next book.
It's at this point, Nancy interjects. Do we have to always read some sort of romance novel?
Well, maybe if you had suggestions, I'm not opposed to suggestions.
Well,
Ah, my knee.
oh, my goodness. You should be careful with those sharp corners, girl. And then, uh, Deborah interjects, or Debbie interjects, saying, Nancy, all you read, all you ever choose to indulge in, are a bunch of half-baked sci-fi adventures that go nowhere. Now, I respect what you got going on, but I don't want to read another young adult series where the main protagonist is special and somehow them kissing a boy is considered the solution to saving the world. I like real romance. The real stuff. The one where a man comes on a horse from a distant land and sweeps up a princess off her feet. Ooh, if I was back in my prime. And then Nancy just says to the rest of you guys, see, that's what I'm saying. All we do here is read smut, one form or another, no matter how you cut it. Can we just, I don't know, read a mystery, a thriller?
Did you have a book in mind?
No, but I just wanted to say something.
Well, I'll choose a book because clearly I have the best of opinions and best of taste.
Oh, you sure do, handsome. Uh, Deborah just adds on.
Yes, I'm handsomely rich. As he goes to the bookcase and selects a book based on his intuition.
So go ahead. What are you looking for here?
I am choosing the book that is most old, most worn down, most dusty.
So just go ahead and give me an academics check. Do you have aristocrat?
Let me check. The answer is no.
All right, then just roll me an academics check.
Sure. I don't have a sheet here, so let me just handle it. Nope. So 7 or 7 is the highest I got.
All right, that's still pretty good. You find amongst a lot of you go into the restricted forbidden knowledge section. And what's funny is that the deeper you go, the older the books get, and some even just taking form of tomes and etches. One of them even being a a a carving on an obelisk that is just for sale, just right next to one of the shelves.
Oh, I remember that book. I remember that tablet. Good reading. As it
Yeah.
keep on going darker and deeper,
There's
dustier,
something
and
here
more ancient.
you find that you're like, Wait, how the fuck did this get here? And you find one of your old diaries.
A yieldy diary?
Your old diary.
Ah, that I must have misplaced that. So long ago, maybe years or days. I wasn't quite sure. I'll probably should pocket that, and then
That's
I'll also bring back a literal stone tablet for the group to read.
So, are you pocketing this? Are you trying to pocket this without anyone noticing?
It will be evident that I have a square
Well, like
object
the whole
in
book
my
club is sort of
jacket.
following you. So
yeah.
they walk with you past this giant obelisk and see you go to this book and say all of that and put this in your pocket. And they're
Hmm.
just like, "What do you have there, Raps?"
Well, one of my old diaries. I must have
Ooh.
forgotten to pick it up one of these days when I was perusing here weeks ago. It definitely was at least weeks ago.
I have a
Weeks.
feeling it's a little more than a week ago.
What are you talking about? There's hardly like very thin layer of dust as I take my finger. Just it's like inches fall off of it.
It's
Like
been on the shelf
you
for a couple
you
weeks.
you see just like as you do that, a lot of the material just like crumbles as you brush your fingers. So it's not dust, it's the little book itself just disintegrating by your touch.
It just need to be a little rehydrated, probably. That's what people do with books, right?
Well, is there any way we could read that? I mean, it is a book in a shop.
If you'd like to read it out loud, then.
Ah, fine. I'll busk around town and find myself a restoration sort of spellcaster
Well,
whose
well,
hexers are
darn
about.
sugar, we could do that for you. Nothing but a simple mending cantrip can't fix.
Then be my guest. As I hand over the diary without much thought.
I need everyone here to make notice checks.
Okay.
Like, if I forgot about it, it probably wasn't that important.
Oh shit.
So where are you guys in this relative space?
That was like the back of the shop.
Yeah. It's like maybe right around here? Yeah, I'd say like right around here.
No,
Do you
that
want
has
me to
plenty of light. It should be somewhere darker.
like here?
Yeah.
There you go. I have a little token.
I never bothered to make a joking for raps.
It's okay. This'll be gang. This'll be gang.
Alright. Comes to it, it comes to it.
Yeah.
Do I even bother have anything in notice?
I'm gonna put in. This is gonna be Debbie.
Oh.
I got a 5.
All right. Give me 1 second. So this is what I'm gonna do. Bar 1 is parry. Uh, bar 2 is pace. And bar 3 is toughness. This is for me.
Okay.
And this is gonna be Nancy, because it's on the internet.
Hell yeah.
I'm so sorry
What?
to the audience at home. I just blew my nose on camera.
Oh.
You blew it into the camera.
Yeah, directly into them. I just like hocked to it everywhere.
Oh, how
Trudy's the
could
only one
you?
who bothered with the glamour.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
glamour.
slow day.
It is a chill day.
We're in Jersey.
Bold of you to assume that Trudy doesn't have a side gig reading novels to children on television. Like, she has to look good for the camera.
Do you need a token then?
Here, I found one that could work. Do I not have rights to drop tokens down?
What?
I don't even have a sheet. That's the thing. If I have a random sheet, I can put something down.
I think that should help.
Hmm? Boom. So I just hand over them this crumbling book that I'm pretty sure was my diary at some point.
Yeah, this was back when you were still a young pharaoh in training.
Training, ruling, working, they all mean something, but not to me. I exude the wealth, and the wealth follows because I deserve it.
So that's 2 successes.
Yep.
So yes, if you can give it a quick mending or whatever that spell casting is,
Left or right?
right?
What you guys see coming through the door is just a group of individuals.
Care to give them a description?
Yeah, I'm just placing tokens down on the floor.
Like it sounds like you're putting like little paper cutouts on the floor, on the hardwood floor.
Yep. Gotta set the scene. I like this one. I'm using this one. Okay. Can I not place these down? What the heck, dog? Alright, you see these losers walk in.
Didn't we close up the shop for the night? Oh,
It's supposed to be closing soon. Did you not lock the door?
Do you guys own the shop?
You know what? Agatha owns the shop.
Agatha owns the shop.
Yeah. That's why she's invited in the book club.
oh, whatever. I'll tell them to leave us be.
You see Agatha by the tills. If her fucking token can be placed, yes.
Ops.
Agatha's right over here.
Ah, if only those pedestrian poor would just leave us alone in these quiet hours.
I don't trust anybody that comes after hours here. Probably a bunch of ruffians. Best keep an eye on them.
Or worse, beggars.
Oh, goodness. I highly doubt any panhandlers would be coming here anytime soon.
As you see all of these fucking doofuses just fucking goon their way over towards Agatha's till. And as you see this guy, the leader, speak, and he's like, "What's up, Aggie? How we doing this month?" And Agatha's like, "Not now, Edward. I'm in the middle of an important book club, and I wouldn't appreciate it if you just started your business." And he's like, "Shut up, bitch. Give us our money." Do you guys do anything?
I want to step up.
What would you like to do?
I have the mind reading spell.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanna here, let me see if I can ping it. Not ping it. There we go. I'd like to use that. On Edward and ask him what he's really doing here. Or like
So before you step
nope.
up, you cast mind reading. So go ahead and give
Yeah.
me a appropriate power. Uh,
Damn.
what's your thing?
It's smarts, because it's just magic.
So you have spell casting.
Yeah, I have spellcasting. But I thought it was oh yeah, shit. I
You need to
misread that.
invest
There we
in
go.
spell casting.
I did invest in spellcasting.
Yes. So that's 7. So I have to roll for Edward here. Edward
Yeah.
is wild die, so although he's not that smart. So he fails.
Okay. And I'll just
You're able to gain one truthful answer from the subject.
Yes.
Would you like to gain that now or proceed with your scene?
I'll proceed with the scene.
All right, go ahead.
Oh wait, I'll do it now. Sorry.
What are you trying to?
I'll
surrender?
I'll ask him
No,
what does she?
ask me what you want to know, and I'll
Oh,
tell you truthfully.
I just wanted to know what is it like why does she owe money?
Edward is trying to extort not only Agatha, but the people extorting Agatha.
Oh my god.
You can hear in his head, he's like, no matter how you cut it, this is Isley turf.
Like look back to everybody else, and I'll give him a little head nod gesture to come over here.
Raps does not care much, but so he will just peruse books, and that happens to be on the same direction that you asked him to be there.
Let me just roll one thing. Okay. Just for everyone else. Oof, that's unfortunate. So, Nancy pulls up with you, so does Raps. You see Debbie going through an alternate route, but for the time being, how do you engage?
I kind of wait for them to make the first move. I'm a little hesitant to engage.
I'm not.
So, do you engage?
Raps goes up to the Edward fella. Is this really just about money?
Uh, Edward just turns to you and says, "Are you paid to ask about how I make my money?"
What if we are? What then?
I wasn't talking to you, fucking Betty White. Shut the fuck up. Now, Agatha, where the fuck is our money? As it's at this point, like, do you guys do anything? Because Agatha's about to speak.
Can I ready? Is readying a thing in Suede?
There's the aim action, which I'm taking.
Yeah. Because I want to ready a stun spell. If that's a thing I can do.
Let's see what we can do here. What the hell? I closed the core rules.
Uh-oh. I'm looking through the rules as we speak. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, is my phone dying?
You're going on hold?
Yeah. No. I'm good. I'm good.
And for aim action.
You know, if you aim, like, if you want to aim, you have to physically aim.
Yeah.
What are you aiming?
At Edward, I'm aiming with my fisticuffs.
Okay. So, what happens now is Agatha says, "How dare you come into my shop and try to extort me, you ruffian? I've already paid my debts this month, and you come in here and claim that I have unresolved payments?" Yeah, and she just like physically lunges at Edward.
I'll oh, I
I
want to
thought,
stun Edward.
and here I thought Agatha was the reasonable one.
So go ahead. Yeah, you're holding a stun.
Yeah, I want to stun Edward as Agatha goes for him.
Vigor -2. This is Edward, right?
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn it.
No, with a -2. Oh no, wait, hold on. That's with a raise. Well, you
Yeah,
do have
there's
bennies.
I do have a Benny. I'll hold off on. Actually, fuck it, Benny. Fuck. I
I was
like
gonna
I like
say,
go to cast a spell.
I was gonna say you could. I think you could prompt a reroll from me with a Benny.
Can I?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'll just stick with what I have.
All right.
Yeah. And like go to cast a spell and there's like I raise my hand and I'm like, enough. And then there's like a flash of light aimed towards Edward and then nothing happens.
As we are going to draw the first official cards of combat. I'm so sorry, guys.
Uh-oh.
The Isleys just drew an ace.
That doesn't matter. Oh, only jokers really matter
Mm-hmm.
for negatives. I mean positives. Oh, this is such a cute dessert.
So, what does your stun look like? Describe it to me.
But like I said, I raise my hand and I say enough, and as I have like a series of gestures that I do like with my hand directed towards Edward as the final gesture. There's a flash of light and then like nothing happens.
You let out this spell. It sort of just confettis a bunch of magical particles that brush over the vampire's eyes, glazing over for a second, but then slowly removing itself. As he just rubs his eyes and he's just like, "What the fuck, bitch?" As Agatha just lunges at him.
Is a draw card moment.
No, this was the on hold thing before we resolve
Okay,
before we
okay.
get into action.
Okay.
So Agatha's a scrapper.
Hell yeah.
What is parry again?
Defense against melee.
No. How is it calculated?
Your fighting dice.
Mm. Okay. Damn. Okay. So you see Agatha lunge at Edward, and Edward just sort of like grabs her in mid air and just sort of like flips her and like pins her against the counter. As we get into combat, Edward's gonna pull out a gun and just shoot at you. Uh,
You have to.
So cooked.
Who? You can't just say
Us.
you, but
I'm forgetting your name. Trudy.
Trudy?
Yeah.
fruity like a fruity.
Yep.
But he's shooting into combat. Is believe there's a penalty for that?
He's shooting at Trudy while in melee. So that yeah, you're right.
Is there something that I need to roll?
Nope. Sadly, getting shot at is quite
Damn it.
stagnant.
This isn't Witcher.
You could
Yeah.
dive for cover, I think.
You do
I
have
can
like
look.
you do have cover, so you get like a +2 to your is it toughness
No,
or
it's
no
only minuses to them.
minus 2 to them.
Okay.
Cover. I need to go find the combat section in this
So
little book.
technically it's -4.
Hmm.
And going prone applies another -2.
So that 7 is now a 3.
Okay.
So what happens is Edward pulls out a gun while he's like holding Agatha down on the counter, tries to shoot you, but is like trying to like not shoot Raps because he sort of just like is familiar with mummies and their status. And as he wildly misses, just the rest of the rest of the Twilight series just like make their moves. This guy jumps on the fucking table like a douchebag. Like he does some like fucking kung fu moves, like just absolutely for no reason. Let's just see if he
If he misses terribly, he might shoot into civilians. That's always a funny rule.
so he's able to get on top of this counter with ease, and he's going to try to like what is this? He's going to try to bicycle kick Raps from where he's at.
Good luck.
What a douche.
Huh.
Wow.
What's your parry?
6.
Yeah, so that definitely hits. So this vampire is just like as he just flies across the counter towards Raps, hitting him
Going like all
for
those sorts of noises.
was it?
Making all sorts of noises.
Yeah, just sort of
Roll for the damage.
yeah. I'm trying to remember his strength.
This is purely fisticuff.
Mm-hmm. 6 damage total.
And he goes, yeah! Does this expert backflip onto the table. Roundhouse kick. Front kick. Multiple blows. And Rams just stands there. And just dust comes off of him, saying, it is seemingly unaffected from that display.
Everyone here just sort of just groans at what this guy's doing. They're just like, "Come on, Keith." As this girl just goes over here because she spotted Debbie earlier, and so she's gonna go handle Debbie. So she makes her way over here, pulls out her nice little Derringer pistol, and just takes a shot, and fucking misses. This
If
girl,
she rolls bad enough, you can roll for if she hits bystanders.
well, given her line of sight, she would most likely not be in a position to shoot anyone directly just like next to her, because she's aiming more towards like how do I describe this? She's like facing this way, but like everyone else is technically over here now. Like,
Just remember that rule for whenever you feel like there should be something funny.
yeah, of course. Honestly, if we want to do that, then I'll do this. I'm gonna make everyone kind of dumb here. So I'm gonna move her over here, or over here. She's going to she's going to aim like like this. This is
Oh
the
my
worst
god.
angle she could choose. So how does this work again for a innocent bystander? Let's see this.
Do. I'll find it for you.
Here it is. When an attacker misses the shooting roll or an athletics throw, it may sometimes be important to see if other targets are in the line of sight. How should I? All right. Here's how we're gonna determine who gets shot. Everyone here make gambling checks.
All right.
Ha yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, I'm so cooked.
Oh. Listen, this guy just has to actually roll lower than you.
You were saying?
I mean, you could always bet me. I don't know. It's up to you. Dude.
Maybe I will.
It's up to you, dude.
Okay.
Hey, two is
You know
better
what? It's
than
a
one.
2. 2
Two
is
is
better
better
than
than one.
1.
So
Bars.
what's the damage on a Derringer?
Derringer, I think, is a D4. It could be 2D4. I can check for you real quick
I got it. I'm
as
looking
I
it up.
scroll upwards.
2d4. All right. You know what sucks?
What?
What?
This guy maxed out his strength. He has very, very low toughness.
That makes two of us.
So the question is, does anyone want to spend a Benny for dumb luck?
Sure. There you go.
So as you guys see this, it's like in slow motion. This vampire lady just pops out from Edward's right flank, pulls out a little derringer and aims it, but she doesn't aim it at any of you two. She aims behind you guys. As Trudy, you turn to see the sort of silhouette of Debbie from the bookshelves, like just sort of barely behind these bookshelves. At the angle that you're at, you can't really see her, but you know she's there. And you turn back, and it's like you're about to say no when she fires that shot. But Debbie's fine, because the bullet manages to hit this guy. So, like, after an attack like that, this guy gets hit in the shoulder and ends up falling off the counter face first into a box of holy ornaments that immediately start burning his skin off, as a a nice little vial of holy water perfume just sort of falls right on top of him, suddenly renting this guy asunder.
Hell yeah.
The curiosities just managed to kill a vampire in it just out of nowhere through some really poor dumb luck. And as you look back, you just see the rest of these guys just mortified at what just happened. But yeah, no, they're actually gonna be like, "What the fuck, Becky? You just shot Keith. Holy shit, you just shot Keith. What the fuck, Becky? You just shot Keith."
Well, you should probably be more worried about yourself right about now. I'm going to teach you a lesson about how the mummies do around here.
Yeah, it's your guys' turn. That's the end of them. They're in disbelief. They don't really take their turns.
Alright, if you really say so.
Yeah. Dumb luck
I was
no
aiming
need
at
be paid
Edward,
for it.
so I'll have to go punch Edward real quick.
Go ahead, man.
And since I was aiming, I'll get a +2 to this. I will use a Benny.
Hold on now.
Because I'm pretty sure his parry's there than just 4. There, that's a lot better. 9.
Yeah, because Agatha tried to hit him. I'm trying to remember what she rolled.
Just roll
Roll.
again.
Hmm?
Just roll again. Can't find it.
Oh, she rolled a 6. She rolled a 2, that's why. That hits.
9 hits, thank you very much. reps, very suited to beating away those lesser than him, those improper poppers. Gives him a backhand, which is with great strength. So that'll be 11 damage in total, which I believe knocks him out of shaken.
Yeah, it shakes him. He is now.
Does it wound him as top of that?
Yes, it does.
Then he must make a vigor check as I backhand this Edward fellow. The sand, the dust of time, probably a few mothballs just get spread across his face. Mummy rot is quite a particular hazard. Because you're just rolling to see if you get fatigued with a -2 to the dice roll.
Minus
So he
2?
failed. Yeah,
Yeah.
-2. He
So
gets
yes, he does
fatigued.
fail. He is fatigued.
You just hear like the bow, 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 ba da no no,
Exactly.
bow, bow.
Where
Yeah.
so he's taking like -2 penalty to basically everything right now. From the wound and then from the fatigue. That's about it.
He's yeah, he's wounded.
And shaken, you have to roll spirits, or you just can't really do anything besides run away.
So what are you doing? Um, what's your name?
Trudy?
Uh, Trudy.
Rudy.
Yes, my bad.
So you said that this guy fell into like a thing of holy ornaments, right?
Yeah.
What if I grab one of them and like dome this lady?
Which lady?
This one?
How are you trying to grab it?
So this guy fell on it, right?
Yeah, she's also like interacting with that box,
Hmm.
sort of checking on her friend.
So could I try and like swipe like a thing of like holy water perfume?
Um, yeah.
Or
I mean,
whatever bits and bobs, yeah.
there. I'll say this. This is not something you have to roll for. The whole store is filled with like uh, bits and baubles like these that can be used to your advantage, possibly.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
you're a
Mhm.
wizard.
I am a wizard. But I also think it would be funny if I douse him in holy water perfume like a Bath and Body Works tester tube.
Well, of course.
Okay.
So
After all, vampires are a common problem here.
you find a holy water perfume spray bottle. Do you try to spray someone with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and spray her.
So go ahead and give me a shooting check.
Okay.
-2
Let's.
because it is a
Oh shit.
fucking it's a it's like a
Well,
squirt
it's
gun.
on.
It is unskilled, so it's already a -2. So that's a 2.
No, that's a 4.
No, but that's already at a -2. but it's another -2. Jimmy, what were you saying?
So you grab this perfume bottle and you grab it by its spray nozzle. You go up to a vampire, this vampire lady. Go up to her token. Just sliding on the countertop like a boss. You aim it and you just try to spray it, but the mist that sprays out of this is just more of like an aura around you instead of being able to squirt directly onto them to affect them. Although you did not affect them in any way, you do now have a protection of holy water around you. So anytime a vampire tries to get near you, it's gonna be at a -2.
Hell yeah. Okay. Baller.
So that leaves the rest of the peanut gallery to act. Debbie's going to max out all of her powers on one spell. Yeesh.
Oh.
You know what? You know what I want to do? Are you guys familiar with the magical mishaps table? Dynamic backlash, I mean.
No.
Dynamic backlash is a critical failure on an arcane skill check resulting in fatigue. It works well with traditional fantasy settings, blah 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 blah. If you feel like the magic should come with a higher price, however, use this table instead. So, would one of you actually, yeah, would one of you, both of you, roll 1d6 for me, and we're gonna add the total together.
Okay.
Nim,
Yeah, sure. 6.
that one doesn't explode, so you don't have to re-roll that. Where is it? So that's an 11. Okay. So you both just feel in the air the oxygen around you gets damp and humid, and it's almost as if it was hard to breathe for a moment. And you expect some other pressure to be applied to you, but all of a sudden, all of that magical pressure is taken away from you, and all you hear from Debbie is just, "Oh no!" And you just hear just a lot of gastric sounds, just a lot of intestinal sounds as
Ugh.
Debbie just sort of crumples to the ground and is just like, that wasn't supposed to do that, as she's suffering fatigue. The spell that she wanted to do failed, and unfortunately, that only leaves Nancy to do something worthwhile. If you're gonna do something, gotta have to fucking do it right. Describe, like, how does Nancy solve situations. I'm gonna pass the creative torch on to Nim here, cause uh, I eh, just describe how you feel like Nancy would get things done in a situation like this.
Nancy, to get things done, she'll use her book smarts. Thinking about it logically, where the enemy is positioned, do a little trigonometry, and I know the right angle now to push over a bookcase on top of them. Use some physics. Because they're
You
standing
see
right next to the
Nancy
bookcases.
go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Push.
6.
Push the bookcase on them.
Oh boy! Does anyone have any bennies left?
Oh no.
I do.
There is an opportunity for one more dumb luck.
Alright.
So, Nancy struggles and struggles to push down the books, and people start to notice that, hey, this old one's over here, as she finally manages to get way at pushing all of them 1 shelf, 2 shelf, 3 shelf, 4 shelf, and unfortunately, everyone here, uh, how do I? Whoops. Everyone here is pinned under a bookshelf.
Oh god.
I believe that would be the last. Uh, I'll say because everyone just sort of got pinned down. Anyone left that was in initiative is just sort of skipped for this, which would just be Agatha. Okay. Somehow the vampires are still managing to get better initiative than you guys.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's only one person still up, and that's the person that's with Trudy. Trudy. This vampiress is just like, oh, come on, are you fucking serious? You old hags are gonna try to fucking best us? We're Isleys. We're the best vampires in this side of Dark City.
Then clearly it's not enough. Now, we can make a deal, sweetie.
Oh yeah? We're gonna make a deal. As I need you to roll me a spirits check as they're going to try to charm you.
Uh-oh. I probably should have invested more into spirit. Never mind.
Oh,
Fuck! Damn it.
what is it? Aggressor wins?
I think so.
As uh what's her name? She she really doesn't have a name. She says, stop the rest of these old bitches from fucking with us.
Like
Technically, you're
push
now
him.
under their initiative because you are. Here, let's give you something. Here. This pink means that you're charmed.
Okay. I like push up my glasses and kind of like clasp my hands together as I get on my tippy toes, right, to like peer over the mess. And so it's now under my like I can act now, right?
Yeah, but you're under the charm of the vampires.
Okay.
So
So I'll
technically,
just
they're considered allies to you for
yeah.
the time being.
So I'll just try to charm or not charm, stun her.
Who?
Fuck.
Nancy?
Nancy, yeah.
Alright. They have to roll spirit?
Let me it's
Vigor.
vigor.
Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Alright. So what happens in this moment?
I'm like, now, Nancy, I'm sure this can all be settled with a little bit of words. No need for fighting. And as she like goes to say this, she like saying no need for fighting, she does like the hand gestures to cast a spell and tries to stun her.
Just like almost as if she swats the spell out of the air. Nancy's just like, Trudy, what the fuck is wrong with you? We gotta fight these fucking vampires. Why are you acting strange? And then you
I
hear Debbie
think
say, she got charmed by that vampire sorceress. We gotta focus on her. Did you want to say something?
no, it's chill.
Is mine go?
Uh,
Or vamps?
technically, all the other vamps are pinned. So
Edward can still roll to unshaken himself though.
that is true. I'm trying to remember what his was. I forgot to put it on his thingy. Edward crit fails.
Damn.
He has
So,
no spirit. He has no spine.
yo, honestly, I'm gonna just do a little house rule. Whenever an enemy wild card crit fails, you guys get a Benny.
Yay! I get my Benny back.
Yeah, just so I can so I can have another reason to give you guys more Bennies. I don't want you
Pinned
guys
Alright.
to
underneath the
not.
bookcase, the King Edward's Bible opens in front of him.
You want to dumb? You want to dumb luck this?
King Edward's Bible opens in front of him. Yes,
Spend a
yes, because it'll
Benny.
be funny. Sure. So it's been there like, the book is open right there. I don't. Why did they put the religious section so close to the cash registers?
It's because there's so many vampires in the Dark City.
So he
It's
is
to make a
now
statement.
wounded once again. And what is it? Vulnerable.
All right.
Oh, actually, it's up to you. Vulnerable or distracted?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Okay, so I have to make a move to get unpinned
Yeah, it's your
myself.
guys' turn.
What sort of move do I need to get unpinned?
Strength check
Okay, and that will be an action.
or athletics. Yes.
I think I will attempt a multi-action.
Okay.
Okay,
All your rolls are gonna be at -2.
I'll attempt strength, then fighting.
On.
That gal. The unpinned gal.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll strength and make your movement.
Yay!
Yay!
Easily enough, you just pop this fucking thing over your head, and it falls back down onto the vampires.
Oh, that was not the first time I've been buried. But it was a very good party trick. As I walk over to the next lady, I'm like, well, well, blood-sucking madame, I will have to ask you to stop thinking for a second, as I try to knock the daylights out of her.
Go ahead.
Okay, -2. 4. Is her parry better than a 4?
No, it is not. She is unskilled in fighting.
Ouch. Well, technically, she was a good parry of 2, but that she still absolutely sucks. So,
Yeah, of course, that's a parry of 2, though. So, describe to me what happens in this moment.
Raps goes for a swoop of the legs to send her hurling to the ground. And when she props herself up to get unstaggered, Raps just takes 2 hands and just hits her again with both hands from up top.
And the mummy rot taking immediate effect. You just see as this vampire says, God, I fucking hate older undead. As she just turns into dust.
Man, I really hate these freaky vampires. They are always so spiteful and uncultured. They should really. Maybe I should put aside some of my vast amount of wealth to have a charity for vampires, to teach them to do better.
Am I still charmed?
No, as soon as she dies, you just hear Raps go on to this spiel about doing better.
That or I could spend all my money on gadgets and gizmos and dress like a bat.
I think you could do a little bit of both, no? I think it would be better if we rehomed all the vampires. I think the city has enough of them.
Rehouse them where?
Anywhere but here.
What's that one city next to Jersey?
Gotham?
New York?
Yes, Gotham. Raps doesn't understand what Gotham is.
Get a penny, both of you.
Oh yeah.
Nancy just says, real quick, you know, if you want to spend your money and run around the city dressed in a costume, just don't end up like those Anvil kids.
Oh, I should tell you all about it. I met one of them.
You don't
Yeah, they are
stink.
quite poor fellows.
Oh, technically, that was way later.
Oh. Oh, I should probably meet one of those poor fellows. Put them on a right path.
You know, there are rumors. One of them might actually be an antichrist. But that's all hearsay.
If they
Uh,
are the Antichrist, I'll give them the crack cocaine Sunday. I
uh,
promise that much.
Agatha, no response from under the bookshelf.
I'm trying to like Raps, could I have a pen?
Oh, sure. As Reps being of average height but of undead strength, attempts to lift the bookcase enough for
Yeah.
Agatha to get out.
Debbie is also helping, so you have a +1.
Alright,
Can
so that's
multiple
a
people help?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I want to also help.
so you
Up
have a
to a
+2.
+4.
Just take the +2, bro.
Ah, where's the helping hands when you need them? Oh yes, I put them all in the limousine because they were annoying me.
We still haven't picked out a book.
As Agatha comes out of the whatchamacallit, uh, pile. Hold on.
Are the other vampires still stuck by the next turn?
Yeah, but this turn, you guys pull out Agatha, and she just is holding a book, and it's uh, it's a weird looking book, but she says, "Thank you so much for pulling me out. I just there, it was awful. I'm not going to lie, but I found this nice little interesting cover. It might be an interesting read." And it says, whatchamacallit, uh,
Is it Twilight?
no, no, hell no.
Continue.
The
3 Shades
manual
of Sweet
for your
Grey.
no, it's the manual for your stay in the afterlife for dummies.
Ah, that's quite a find. Pretty sure they never make print of these in the living world.
Oh, I had a beautiful uh how you say? I had an intimate benefactor with a very well respected ghost, and he offered me a copy, and who is a girl to deny fine gifts from such delicate suitors? And she just stares off into the distance just as soon as she says delicate. And then she snaps out of it and she's like, regardless, it's not a novel. I know we all love a good romance, but I think there might be some beneficial knowledge that we all could learn from if we just take a gander. And she's just scanning the room for approval.
I suppose we could read something different for the week.
I mean, come on.
Well, this is definitely a topic I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, perhaps takes a think about it. Public scandal that ruins your music career. Well, what's the chances that'll happen twice?
She'll like look at you from over her glasses with like a like mildly concerned look, but doesn't mention anything.
Come
So
on, I'm sure it's so familiar work. Egyptology is one of my things. So, and they cover so much about the underworld and the passage through it. I'm sure I'll find it very familiar.
I personally am just interested in a lot of the rituals that this book offers. It's so different. Like you read the Bible from hell, the Bible, the regular Bible, the one that's currently burning off poor little Isley man's face over there. And you just hear from the bottom of the book just like muffled screaming, just like and she's just like, there's a lot of publications that somehow only occur in the afterlife, and so we have, you know this book that is given to, phantasms as soon as they pass on. It's complicated to say the least, but it is a guide for them to, transcend throughout, traverse through the 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 beautiful landscapes that the afterlife pretty much encompasses, and it's poetic. Somehow the person who wrote it, it's not like they had a soul. It's just that their soul was transcribed on page after page.
Alright, I think this warrants a notice check.
Go ahead.
I like
Oh wow.
Agatha having such words and thoughts. This is not befitting of someone in the middle class. This sounds upper crust.
Agatha is not related to Trudy or the rest of the coven here. She is an independent individual. So at first, their identities were sort of intermingled. You never really took note of Agatha because you were just here for the book club. For the most part, it was just you here and Nick. Well, who was the one who kept inviting you?
Agatha.
Agatha?
Yeah.
It's just
Because
because she's running the book club, it kind of feels like she's related to the rest of the coven here because they're the only other people that you see her with for the most part.
Of course, of course. I keep on penciling in. Well, I say I pencil in. I have my secretary pencil in into the calendar that I must show up here. Normally, I would have a word about that, but then again, the calendar is surprisingly blank. I should talk to my secretary about that.
And you just look at Agatha for a moment and you realize the most notable difference between these Agatha, Nicole, Debbie, and Trudy. Debbie, Nicole, and Trudy are hags. Agatha is a witch.
Which witch?
Which is which? The witch that is which.
Is it Witch of the South? We've seen a Witch of the West before. Well, in the future.
What?
Hmm.
We've seen a Witch of the West before. By then I corrected myself. Oh yeah, in the future.
That seems very wicked.
I didn't know you had such ways with word, Agatha. I
And
didn't exactly come to think of you be such a well-rated witch, hag. Yeah.
There is
one
a difference.
one thing you also notice from just observing what Agatha just said. Agatha, compared to everyone else here, seems to only focus on the afterlife. It's just sort of her niche. It's like she's like a necromancer in a sense. It's like her specialty.
Her thoughts often wander to what happens in the hereafter.
Very much so.
But I'm sure that has no correlation or to why she keeps on inviting me here in particular. Or why she insisted on reading something new.
Oh no, Agatha wasn't the one who suggested about reading something new. That was Nicole and Debbie.
Exactly. Nothing to worry about.
Agatha
No.
was just sort of overhearing the conversation, and in this moment, you just sort of surmise that she wants to contribute to the conversation finally after finishing her own uh, work tasks that happened before these vampires showed up.
Well, perhaps we should give it a read. Agatha, put it on the counter, and as I clean out the rest of these street rats.
Should we call a blood hunter?
I think that might be wise. They have been getting out of hand.
Very well. We should. Uh, would an entanglement do, or should we do like a command or a?
Yeah, I'll give the call. What's the number of the police chief? No, I'll just ask my secretary to call.
Thank you.
I have a suggestion too for going forward. We could always rotate which books, who chooses what books every week. This week you can choose your book. Next week Nancy can choose her book. Then Deborah. Then I. And then if Rap so pleases, he can have his secretary choose our book. His book.
You see Deborah just holding a copy of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Just like, I wanted to choose a book this week.
You can choose the book next week then.
Fine, we'll read the one about the afterlife.
We can go alphabetically. How about that?
I call dibs on any potential side quests that we can go on if we find any interesting hooks inside this afterlife book, though. I might have to visit a few upper planes.
I'm fine with that.
Nope.
My schedule too has been quite empty in these recent years.
Have any of you been to the Fey realm recently? It's been a while since I touched roots with the fairy stuff.
I don't talk to that side of the family much anymore.
I figured. Oh, so demanding. Um, how do you say? And then Nancy and Debbie say, "Bitches." That's the word. Grade A bitches, those courts. Anyway, what were we doing again?
Getting rid of the mess.
And so just time passes on. The blood hunters come in. What do you guys do
Is
in
it
the
red
meantime?
and red light for the blood hunters?
Huh?
Is it, you know how to say red and blue lights for the police officers? Is it red and red lights for the blood hunters?
Oh yeah, they just have red lights. And let's see who shows up on the scene.
I give them the appropriate donation.
I'll brew myself a nice cuppa upstairs.
You all are familiar with Blood Hunter, the chief of the Undead Crimes Division. His name is Sin Cipher. He sort of just walks in.
Ah, the chief himself has arrived. I'm sure you come with great haste once you heard a person of importance to the public has been accosted.
Yeah, you could say something like that.
So there was 5 of them. Now there's only 3 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna use this guy just for funsies.
I'm not exactly sure if they're associated with anything. Look like common ruffians of the street with a pale complexion and
Sin Cipher
painted nails.
is like this gray skin, just ash tone ghoul. His body just it 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 doesn't grow hair, but he wears a wig just to give himself a sense of like not humanity, but just more of like a sense of familiarity. Because everyone here is just sort of like kind of like humanish looking for the most part. Everyone takes like a bipedal form with many just regular human features. But like you could tell like his body fucked up, you know? And he just
Mhm.
walks in and he looks at all of the vampires that are just rounded up and he's just like, "Ugh, well, goddamn, what do we got ourselves here? Bunch of fang faces. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Ain't you an Isley boy?" And Edward just like, this guy is like one wound, like almost dead.
Wounded, fatigued.
Wounded, fatigued, distracted, and vulnerable. Edward's just like, just we're taking back our turf. And that's when Sin Cipher says, "Funny, Isley's turning against Cunningham's. What kind of stupid shit are you getting yourself into, son? You obviously have no idea what the fuck is going on, huh? I'm gonna I'm gonna take this city for myself. That's when Sin Cipher just puts his like boot on Edward's chest and just pushes him back to the ground. And he's just like, "Boy, you must really not know what the fuck is going on, huh? What do you think the president's gonna think when she hears about this scandal?" Edward just like coughing up just fucking
Man.
yeah, for real. Just black sand just shooting out of his mouth. He's just like,
Oh, Mummy.
I want the president to find out, asshole. And that's when Sin just gets real close to his face, looks him. He's wearing sunglasses. He just lowers them a little bit to look him in the eyes. Sin just having sockets as eyes. "Well, you must be shit out of luck, son. 'Cause you just guaranteed that Ellie ain't gonna find out what the fuck happened here. And I put that on Dark City." And he just takes out his gun and just like shoots him right in front of you guys.
Oh,
Oh
what
my.
tragedy! I have gained temporary blindness. Yes, yes. Anyways, here. Thank you for your service, good officer. As
Of
I
course.
give him my pocket change, which is 4 halfpennies, a golden coin from the Indus Valley, and then a silver dollar. Random appointment pocket change. Thank you for your good service.
Sin just takes all of this and he says, "Could you fucking believe it? Asshole tried to point a gun at me."
I know, right?
And you all are very fond of your in with the police presence in this town. You all are elders, of course. These people were made to protect you guys.
There's always an influx of like new dead that, quite frankly, don't quite exactly belong here like we belong here.
And when
It's
he
always
says
the young ones.
and when he says asshole tried to point a gun at me, that's when you see Agatha just sort of work a couple of uh incantations and you see a gun appear in Edward's hand.
Find a gun on him magically. What spell is that? The New York style.
It's mislead, bro.
Miss any.
Animate object. You already know, bro.
Hell yeah.
Fabricate. Literally fabricate.
Fabricate parentheses evidence.
Mm-hmm. As you see the rest of the blood hunters from the undead department just come in kind of like a CSI as they take pictures of the crime scene, and you see two kind of like sorcerers come in and mind wipe the other two vampires as they take them in handcuffs.
And then we just walk off to our own spot and just literally go reading upstairs as if nothing happened.
Yep.
Because that's how we run things in Dark City. People die. They were already dead.
People die when they are killed.
People die when they are killed. Exactly. The dead, they're already dead. If they're not dead, then there must be a spellcaster. Then that is like totally all right. Spellcasters slay each other all the time for all sorts of reasons.
Whoops.
What's the term? Hexer.
Now, is that your word to use? Back in my day, we used to see hexers all the time. Oh, how those days were.
Should I make an academics roll to see if we find a interesting trump in the book?
We can.
For
I was gonna say we can go and do sort of like a free play downtime,
all right.
a la Blade style. If you guys just want to do anything real quick before we get into the thick of it.
All right. Let me think. Do you have something in mind, Cliff?
I do not.
Dang, I also have to think of something.
If you guys want, we could use the Blades thing as a guideline.
Train.
What?
Train.
If you want to train, we could train. You guys want to
Nah.
rob a train as old people? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna rob a train in the afterlife. We're robbing the train station. It's Tuesday.
No, not Tuesday. Is that why everything's backed up?
Yeah,
No.
we were the reasons.
No, I think Jimmy already had a reason
Yeah,
put in
Jimmy has
play.
something in mind.
I mean, just because that's going on a Tuesday doesn't mean that something can happen in the afterlife on a Friday.
Hell yeah.
So if you guys really want to go to the afterlife, let's go.
Want to go gambling in hell?
Honestly,
Agatha
hey,
takes us on
yeah,
a girls' trip to go gambling in hell.
yeah.
She's
Let's
like,
let,
I
let's
have this. Yeah. Go
let's
ahead.
do downtime. Let's see. What do you guys want to do? Long-term action, long-term goals. You guys want to, you know, acquire an asset.
More assets? Add another zero to the long string of zeros?
I mean, it's a. You guys are going to the afterlife, right?
Let's
Yes.
go gambling.
Yeah.
How
You
does
guys want to go to hell? Yeah, you guys could go to hell. You guys
Yeah.
are cool with people in hell.
how
You guys are happy.
exactly does one of the Dark City resident move to another spooky location?
What do you mean?
Like how do they get from one spooky location to another?
Usually by driving.
You just drive down?
You take you either walk or you drive, or just like risk your life on whatever thing calls itself public transportation.
Oh, I never take public transportation.
Exactly. So driving is just like the main way you can get around town while being protected by something.
Could we take your limousine?
Of course we can take the limousine. I haven't been driving around the block for the past 3 days apparently. Oh my god, I lost track of time. Guess I never told them to stop. As we look outside, the limousine has just been driving around the block of a McDonald's next door.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Pascal and Sabine, or the Cookman Creamery.
The cooking tree.
So, what exactly do you guys want to do right now?
Okay, so we're planning a day trip to hell.
Exactly. So,
Girls trip plus wraps.
this is what do you guys want to do for your downtime to prepare for your trip?
Okay,
You guys get 2 downtime activities.
all right. Let me think. We need something to gamble, so I think I need to gather souls.
Yeah, the souls of the poor unfortunate residents around Dark City.
So you want to acquire an asset.
Yeah. Asset souls. They get turned into poker chips.
Well, one of the best places to find legitimate, well-established business is Central Dark City. Although we might have to move away from your guys' turf to
Bless you. Bless you.
Bless thee.
excuse me, the consequences of being sick. We might have to you guys are gonna have to deal with the consequences of the establishment that you guys enter.
Sounds fair. Do
There is
you wish?
one place in Dark City, actually, that you can get a good deal on souls. And you are going to have to leave your territory. In fact, you're going to have to enter Isley territory.
Who cares about the territories of one vampire to another?
So, the
Persuasion?
Balancing Souls is a bar that, honestly, why don't I just show you?
Oh yeah.
Here, let's just put some people down, just for funsies.
Hell yeah. Yo, the appraiser is canon. Emanon Avahi.
And that's just a bartender, just a simple
Ah,
bartender. He's just a guy. Totally not what you think that he is. Um, I'm just honestly, yeah. Eminon's just chilling. We got a evil Oompa Loompa in the cut, bartending tonight.
hell yeah.
And yeah. So you guys can just start your tokens right over here. I'll put a box down.
I was zoomed in. Near.
As you guys enter in, the guard right over here, he's sort of like uh what edges do you have, Nim?
Rich and very rich, and then lastly, brawler.
Mm. So he's just like I'm gonna have to pat you guys down for weapons.
Of course, of course. Not that. Don't pat too hardly. I don't want you catching some of the mummy rot.
Oh, it's no worries, sir. I just put on these gloves and I should be fine. And he just quickly pats you guys down. Do you guys have any weapons on
No.
No.
you? All right, then he just finishes up and he just says, "All right, enjoy your time at the Bouncing Souls."
I'll give him a U2 and then hand him a Werther's fucking like caramel.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so you guys make your way inside this just jumping club. Are you gonna say something?
No.
Yeah, he just takes it. He's just like, as soon as you leave, he just eats it.
Alright, we need some gambling money, as we both know.
I'm afraid I'm a bit short on change.
Exactly, so let's gather change from those young misfortunate souls that happen to wander through for the gambling day in hell. I want to see if I could get into the high rollers table. Ooh, maybe I can see
Mobamba.
Mobamba. Oh, Mobamba looks a good easy target.
He looks like a high roller. I wonder what his last name is.
You walk up to an Obamanoid. Roll me a common knowledge check. Or occult, whichever one is lowest. Trudy, you as well.
Okay.
Yeah, bomb one. Why?
Oh wow.
Do abominoids have souls?
One thing that is very obvious to even you, Raps, is that Obamanoids, in fact, do not have souls. But
Would you?
they are very, very wealthy businessmen. And they have very well established connections with many infernal creatures. So while they may not uh they may not have the facilities to get you into the high rollers table, they are a part of the high rollers table. And that's what you know baseline, but Trudy,
No.
Obamanoids. That's strange. You've never really experienced Obamanoids uh in the prime material plane. They're usually more in many uh other they converge in the ethereal plane, and they just sort of have to agree to make one of their colony to traverse towards the prime material, because the process to get one Obamanoid into the world is such a lengthy process. It's gonna be a while for another one to come out here, but they are very, very attuned with the lower planes. And very much so, this guy could probably help you get into hell.
I I pull over Raps and I take his hand, right? And Raps, you feel something in your hand as as my voice lowers. I'm like, you know, he could help us with our girls trip. Could have a little fun
Oh,
in the lower planes. And you see in your hand is it's strawberry candy.
of course, of course. Yes, I know exactly what to do with this. I have no idea what to do with it. Shirley, what am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know.
Mary.
You have the business making deals. I haven't made a deal in 100 years. I'm rusty.
She's rusty. You
Alright,
hear?
alright. I'll make a deal like no one has ever dealed before. Sit by the couch next to the abominable, and then I start speaking in a language you long forgotten and dead. As and then he starts speaking back as he's trying to make a deal.
What language are you trying to speak with him?
Infernal.
Infernal.
As yeah, we're making a business deal.
So, only you really understand right now. Trudy, you're oblivious to what they're saying. How do you start the conversation?
Me, I start the conversation how I usually start conversations with a there you are. I've been searching over 1,000 dunes just for a person like you.
For a person like me. You see,
Person with a strong head on his shoulder, and with a person that has quite the handshake. I can tell you're a businessman of not just this world, but the others as well.
well, of course. You see, I seem to have some lucrative dealings with Congress currently. You seem very influential around here.
I try to keep it low key of how many zeros are in my bank account, if you know what I mean. In the
It takes a certain level of affluence to speak in uh, devilish tongue. I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
of course, and we we are of high caliber men, and well, I was wondering if you can assist me on making a few new business deals in the lands of a more sulfuric smell.
What seems to be your query, chum?
I need people of great wealth, influential wealth of the full variety, so we can partake in a high rollers table to make some truly good contact, good connections, so I can sell off this vast network of oil.
Oh, you want to go to the casino in hell?
Yes, yes.
Well, hell, yeah, sure. Listen, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Why, of course. I introduce you to my friends, you introduce me to your friend.
I'm a bit of a gambler, so I'm taking a gamble on you. Would you happen to know someone that's good in marketing?
Yes, yes. Multiple people. A whole team of people from different backgrounds and specialities.
Well, good. Thinking about campaigning soon. Gonna need all the help I can get.
The 2000s elections for the lands called North America? That's the country, not and the continent.
The United States. We're currently on it.
Exactly. The newfangled United States of Americas.
One would hope.
I'm glad you can make quite a deal on the spot. Here, have my business card. It will have the number to my secretary. They are very, very talented.
Say, if you don't mind me asking, who are your friends?
Ah, friends. A hag, a coven, a witch. and a person currently rising through the music industry.
Music.
Yes, yes. One that makes really good elvish impressions. You should see him. He's great. Been really hitting it well in Dark City, which is one of the few cities of actual importance in this mortal world of ours. Of course, the only other city of being importance is Gotham.
I fucking hate Gotham. But look, nothing against you. I got a couple of friends that I think you might like. One of them is this up and comer in the high rollers. Goes by well, he goes by Daryl. Aspirational. But you might like him.
Ah, Daryl.
Give
Now
me
that's a name to remember.
common knowledge or occult.
This character is literally level 1. I barely have anything, but sure.
No.
Not the last Benny.
Uh-oh.
4. I mean 5.
Daryl sounds familiar. You recently came across about some guy on MySpace posting about how he's just like this really cool serial killer. And he went by the handle Daryl. And word on the street is that Daryl was actually an angel who, surprise, surprise, tried to lead a revolt against God and then was casted down into hell. There are rumors, and these are only rumors from like the devils that you know, and it's not many that you actually know that are cool with you to share this kind of information.
The fallen angel, Daryl.
Oh, so you know of him.
Well, not every day does an angel lose their wing. And as you know, angels don't make gossip, and devils, well, they won't be paid for such information.
Well, think about it like this. I'm gonna introduce you to my boss. Let's just say his name's a little unconventional, but he goes by New Satan.
Ah, new Satan. Wait a second, why new Satan? Isn't there already a Satan?
Well, like I said,
Is this a
unconventional.
rebranding?
Yes, and
Then I can get all behind it. This new rebranding of Satan into the new. It is a turn of the millennium. The 2000. Yes, yes, yes. I can definitely see myself giving vast quantities of wealth and favors to this new Satan. For, as we both know, other favors.
great. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. And he makes his way towards the bathroom.
Rudy, as I finally start speaking the English, I have strucketh a deal worthy of that Sanskrit to be etched into the stone for eternity for how well I've done it.
Trudy?
Oh no.
Oh shit, I'm muted. Hi.
Dog.
I did not realize I was muted.
Truly, I've struck a stone worthy of the being etched into stone for all of eternity.
Oh, I'm trying to. I was trying to chat it up with Dracula as as they
Hold on.
talked.
My
Wait,
mind, aren't you?
where are you? Hold
Isn't
on.
he a bit
I was
young for
setting something
you?
up.
I'm right here.
All right.
Isn't Dracula a bit young for you? Truly.
You know, after you reach a certain age, when you're both so old, no, no mountain is high enough, no valley is low enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Sorry.
Oh, you cradle robber, Trudy.
After a certain year, it makes no more of a difference, I tell you.
uh,
Anyway, you were saying, sweetie?
I
uh,
strucketh a deal worthy of the stone to be etched in forever. Apparently, we're going to be meeting a certain man-shaped thing called New Satan.
Hmm. Why new?
Exactly, and that's why we must invest. Well, I invest. I assume you merely want to get to the same tables as I do, and, well, girls' night out is a worthy endeavor.
I'm sure Agatha will appreciate the birthday present.
Exactly, as you girls go gamble away the stash of souls that we have gathered, perhaps make it double, I will be hopefully striking a good deal with this new Satan.
Hmm.
And if he's as good or even better than the original Satan, well, I'm sure he would readily give many thanks to those early supporters.
I suppose it is important to look for investment opportunities on the rise. Perhaps I should try it one day. Should get me in contact with your advisor.
My secretary, yes.
Yes, yes.
She is a very competent woman, I think.
I'm sure she is. It'll take a lot of a woman to handle you, Raps.
this woman takes your the Obamanoid seat.
Ah, what a beautiful young thing you are, darling. As we just make conversation.
Yeah. 5 minutes later, the Obamanoid comes back and he's just like, "You guys ready to go?"
Of course, of course.
All right. I'm just gonna like cut us into the casino.
Into the
Hell
hell.
yeah. Go celebrate Agatha's
Literally.
birthday.
Literally, hell yeah.
Yep.
Let's just ignore the fact that there's not a lot of people here. Where would the high rollers table be for you guys?
I'm gonna look. I think it could be that spot because it's slightly privated.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start here. I'm gonna just get the other two.
Even though technically these are just blackjack tables, I think. The pokers. It could be Tucson as well.
We just play fucking
Like some
poker night on Discord.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah.
instead of dollars, the souls
Yeah.
of the innocent. Oh, you should have seen me. I absolutely beat Jimmy. I got like poker night somehow.
Fuck yeah. Okay, before we do that, I will be right back. Give me like 4 minutes.
No problem.
Sure.
I'm putting all the other tokens in right now. So, Nim, you
Uh,
want to roll the engagement roll?
Sure.
So just do a gambling check to see how the night is going so far.
Uh,
Mm, Not
5.
bad. Yeah, that succeeds. It's a You guys are making off of pretty good money so far. I'm just gonna keep setting the scene until our scene partner returns for the finale.
I have earned back my pocket change. Like seriously, the edge, filthy rich is that's a lot of money, but I know people are richer than that. It is 500K yearly. I'm like, are you sure that's actually filthy rich?
They don't understand. Wealth is a mindset.
Exactly. Wealth is a mindset.
What the hell is this guy's token?
I'm back.
Yo, just act like you're not here. She's never gonna find out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to find a fucking token. I can't find it.
Oh,
Anyway, uh, high rollers, high rollers. We are all high rollers. Nim, did I ever use a token for New Satan whenever we did the Theater of the Mind stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
What?
Did I use a token for New Satan?
All right.
Did I ever use one?
No, you never used one, at least for the games I remember. You mean you were in?
Okay, thank you.
If you had one long, long time ago when you first ran this,
It's
Volume
gone.
1.
It's all gone. Everything.
Reduce the ash. Cliff, is your picture literally from a
Hmm?
I seen test
Yeah.
advertisement?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Good point.
Alright,
You
we're
have
gonna
an
need to
issue?
make this shit real. Okay. Sorry about this. Literally because I lost the original. And here we have New Satan.
Oh my god.
Trust me, if I find this token, I'm gonna replace it. The hell? Okay, yeah, never mind. Alright, continue. So, you guys are all brought into this giant, lovely casino in the middle of hell. You're all in the high rollers table, and you are all graced by the presence of the Obamanoid and your new acquaintance, the man known as New Satan. Also, I would like to note that the dealer is a chimpanzee.
Oh.
Is the person dealing your cards.
Is this saying Handsome Jack?
Yeah.
I didn't find the original, and I don't know if that's what he was supposed to look like. Just roll with it.
Alright. That doesn't make you immune to Borderlands 3 and 2 memes.
Who said I was trying to be immune?
I take another sip of my drink.
So, gambling check. 5-5. You guys are on a roll. I'm going to need a gambling check from you. Um, Trudy.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for everybody else. These are for the ladies. Ho.
Damn.
This is for the Obamanoid.
Oh,
Of course.
This is
we're
for
twinning.
the house.
You don't have any bennies left?
He's not
Mm,
a he's not a he's not a wild card.
I think I
No.
have a Benny left,
For the Obamanoid?
but
Oh, for
No, for
Abominoi
you.
can cope. Yeah.
Oh. Um and then this is for New Satan.
who's the one who rolled 23?
The girls.
The girl.
The girls individually it's like one rolled a 7, another one rolled a 5, and the third one rolled an 11.
All right.
So right now, like, you guys are up, except for Trudy.
Yeah.
So the only people that are severely in the red are Trudy and the Obamanoid. Do you guys want to play uh one more round?
Yeah.
This is when go ahead everyone roll gambling checks real quick, and this is when New Satan opens up.
Oops, I did not mean to. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. I only. Oh, wow.
God damn Agatha with these rolls, man.
Can I re-roll?
Do you have a Benny?
I think so. I think I have one Benny left.
Oh,
Wow. It's fine.
These hands ain't meant for dealing.
Yep.
I don't even. No Bennies throughout the party, right?
No, this is like end of session. I haven't gotten any.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I just had the luck feat.
So, New Satan opens up to you all, and he's just like, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Mr. Raps, was it?
Yes, of course.
Didn't know, didn't take you the type to be such a great family man. You and all your young, lovely sisters out here today.
Ooh,
How are you all doing?
young.
Yeah, he just called you young.
Yeah. She she giggles a little bit and then like shoulders, not shoulders, like elbows, like puts her hand on Agatha's like shoulder and she's like, "Forgive me, Father, for I'm about to sin." And then like gives like a little giggle.
So, what graces you? Graces me actually with your company.
Oh, you see. I heard that have you come here with such a title, extravagant title, especially considering Satan is still around. I had to see you in person, perhaps to see this shining star that can possibly even outshine Lucifer, the morning star.
Wait, wait, hold on. What was the last part that you said?
I need to see this shining star, this rising star, a star that can possibly outshine Lucifer, the morning star.
Wait. What do you mean alive? Did you just say Satan's still alive?
Yes, didn't you know?
Where did you hear this information from, Mr. Apps?
Well, you see, I have written it down on a nice piece of parchment a while ago.
The both of you guys can roll me notice checks if you'd like.
Okay. Wow. I'm sure it was just papyrus he's talking about. His mind is getting a little fuzzy with age.
You can tell that anytime someone mentions Satan, old Satan, new Satan gets upset.
Yes,
Hmm.
he is very much alive. You see, because people still remember him.
What do you mean, still remember him?
Think about it. He, even though he's done and dusted, he, his history, his ways, the people he influenced, they still walk among us.
Morons, I tell you. Morons.
There are lots of people who did knew Satan in person, and they still walk among this earth, and
Oh, yeah?
many more who walk around under in the past, in the afterlife. You need to upstage this, your predecessor. Make him seem like the second, and you need to be the first. You need to be very public. And I got just the idea. Sure, it will take funding, but that's the cash.
What are you thinking?
Glitz, glamour, cameras, the stars, actors. A display of your power and how it can reach not only in this world of hell or in the afterlife, but even the mortal living world. Your reach even touches all those there.
Hmm. So, what you're saying is you want me to broadcast my power from hell to the whole wide world.
There are the channels to do that, if you are interested.
Oh, tell me more, beautiful.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Like I said, there are networks on the prime material plane if you have a message you'd like to get across, and I'm sure with the right connections, they could also be brought to other planes.
I'm sorry.
And what my um brother here is trying to say is he can get you connected with these people.
Let's just say I would like to see your become the new thing, the best thing. It is a turn of the millennium. It is right and proper that people should know you.
You know what? You're hired. You're definitely hired.
I'm sure by the end of the world, which is like 2012, 2014, I don't know, I haven't checked the Mayan calendar in a while, people will know you. People will think of your name as the true king of hell. And no servant. Not and no second to anyone.
What do you think about all this? What was your name again? He extends his hand out to Trudy.
Trudy, dear.
Is your brother a stand-up guy?
I'd say he's more of a stand-up. DM, I'm a bit of a dumbass, okay?
What's
Could
up?
I get a dictionary definition of stand-up guy? Like, well, what does he mean by that?
He's asking. Uh, you know what?
Ah, loyal
Roll
and
me.
reliable friend. Oh,
Is
Yeah,
he loyal? Is he
common knowledge.
trustworthy?
yeah. Roll me common knowledge.
Wow,
Nat
wow.
20.
Why the fuck is it now that I roll well?
Uh, describe. To be fair, you as a player don't really know this character, so Nim, go ahead, give a brief description of what your character is really about.
He is of old money, of true wealth, and barely has much thought on things. He has let lots of things slip by because of his inability to see the smaller details. But as you saw personally, he is really good at making fast friends and sticking by them. He literally got in a fist fight with vampires and did not exactly think much about it.
Hmm.
And without 20, um, you want an exact date of who he was?
Sure.
He's not Egyptian at all. He's from old money of, you know, Egypt when they first start picking mummies out of Egypt. He's
Oh.
from London.
Oh my god.
And he apparently when he was alive, he picked up the mummy's curse and did the ritual. Part of that, he's part of the Egypt mania.
Oh my god.
still very old, and quite frankly, his mind is not exactly of a sane one. His fantasy and himself are one and the same at this point.
And that's what you can gauge from Raps
Okay.
as a person.
Okay. Nah, fuck it. He's in the book club. I'd
He-
say, in terms of a stand-up guy, there has not been a single time where he has disappointed. Time after time, he has exceeded our expectations, and I would know I've spent a very, very long time with this man.
Benny's for the both of you.
All right,
Persuasion check from Trudy. You
and
have
Raps.
you have a +4 on this
Okay.
because of that notice.
Okay. Well, that's a 5 plus 4, so it's 9.
I think I could give you assistance to make it a clean 10.
Okay.
And that wouldn't really matter unless you helped raise it.
All right,
Either
a
way,
9 is still good.
you know what? You know what? Raps. I'm gonna make you the deal of a lifetime. I can make all of your family's dreams come true. All you gotta do is help me make mine. What do you say? No shady business, no fine print. Just a simple handshake.
As I have learned many times from places like this, a handshake is all you really need to form a true amount of trust. Have it. Have at it.
And do you shake his hand?
Why, yes. I shake his sinister hand. The left hand.
The left hand.
Yeah, that's the sinister hand.
Oh, he's surprised. You know about the left hand technique.
Why, of course. Because rats.
As his as his eyes just suddenly narrow yellow and glow, he holds out his left hand as he starts laughing maniacally. He's just like, you. Oh, I almost got you. I almost got you. You aren't as damned as the rest of these doofuses.
That's
That's
a
what I
great
like about you.
name. Should we use it?
Huh. Damned doofus. I like the sound of that.
Especially befitting, considering you are displaying your power to, well, those you fool.
One last persuasion check.
Alright. 6 is decent.
This is the final roll of the night.
Sure, I'll attempt a Benny. Sadly, I don't have anything that gives me bonuses for using Bennies. I guess 6 is as best as I get.
Damn.
Yeesh.
We got pretty far.
Dumb luck.
Oh, she. Me?
Yeah, because I think when
Alright.
you re-roll with the Benny and it turns out a critical fail, you got to take the critical fail.
That'd be weird.
I could be wrong,
Ignore that.
I'm not.
but
We know technically we could just keep on pressing the button. It doesn't mean anything.
I didn't realize that was a button.
I know, it's just a weird little button on these sheets.
but at the end of this, New Satan just says, "You know what? You're all hired. I think we can make something great here. Yes, you too, banker. You work for me now." And then the monkey's just like, promotion. And that's where we're gonna cut it for tonight.
Hell yeah.
I know this was a little more on the slower side of things, but I appreciate you guys being a part of this. Oh, I realized I haven't been on you guys in the thing this entire time, but hey,
Hmm.
it's all good. Well, I
I
just did
I
this
I
shit
had to
before.
catch this guy's attention. I had to. And there was one thing I know for sure that would get his attention.
Vanity.
Ring of original Satan.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then I
Yeah. Hey.
and then yep, I got him. He is alive in people's memories.
500 IQ.
500.
You're now a Duke of Hell.
And that's so I get a few more zeros in my bank account
Duh.
somehow.
You're an executive producer now. You get a title credit on Damn Doofus. But yeah. Also, you too, Trudy. You got one too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go.
You get your Hag Coven plus witch.
Yeah. Hey, sisters are sisters, alright?
Sisters
Of
or
Be
course.
it be a
sisters.
witch or hag.
Or Hexer.
Or a hexer. It's not your word to say.
But
And
yeah.
this abominable really Jimmy.
What? I didn't
Sorry.
get it. I didn't get a chance to use him this go around. Okay.
Is he gonna be at the gambling table if he ever go back to hell?
If you guys ever go back to hell, you never know.
You know, we could go to hell. In fucking Jimmy's current game.
Yeah.
Well, we're never gonna find out because this is the end of the video. Bye.